2 shots.
Hold on. Where the hell did those come from?
I don't know. What's going on?
Police, ma'am, go back inside, right now!
Hey, you see it?
Martel, you good? Martel!
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoons Delight. This episode of PD was a banger, bro. It was a banger to start. This was the best season premiere in this show's history, bro. I've seen a lot of it. They had some really good season premieres the last few years, but this one was the best one, man. And this is how good Chicago PD is right now, because they didn't have Haley on. And no matter who's on that cast, because the writing is so good on this show, it does not matter who's on the show. Because I literally thought I would really be missing Haley when I was watching the episode, and I did not miss her like that. You know, I do miss her, but I didn't miss her like that. So Voight had his, Voight, the case was centered around Voight, and they kind of went into a lot of deep things with Voight on this episode that I liked. And I liked the case. The case was really good with the drug dealer. The guy who played Rabbit was really good, man. He was shaking like that. PD be having some really good actors on this show, man. If you ever watch all the Dick Wolf shows, they're all like really good guest stars on the show. So in the background, there's this new character on here, at least for this episode. Her name was Emily Martel, and I liked her vibe right away. She seemed like she was street smart, and I always ask for that. I said, whoever they bring in as new, I hope they're street smart. Like, I always hope that they were kind of street smart, a little bit different from what the other female cops have been, as they've ran through a lot of female cops on this show before, man. And I was like, okay, but I knew this because I know that they hired a black female who was going to be the person replacing Upton, so I knew that this was not going to be someone that was going to be on here. But little to my surprise, it was kind of like the Dante Torres episode where he came in, with Jay in that episode. Y'all remember that episode? I was like, man, I like this dude Torres. Can y'all bring him back? And the fans were saying, like, please bring him back. And they brought him back as a regular. Unfortunately, we were liking, like, I found out that people like the Martel too. They were liking her vibe. They kind of like how she was already getting used to the unit. I already liked her chemistry with Atwater and especially Ruzek, because she spent the most time with Ruzek on here. Because there was no Burgess on this episode. Burgess was on a conference or something like that for the first 2 episodes of the season. So she should be back in the next couple of weeks. But it was like, man, this is, Martel's got a good vibe here. And I said, man, if they don't kill her, maybe the fans give her good feedback and they bring her back later or something like that. But if they got this other cop hired, they're not going to do that, right? So at the end of the episode, they're taking a ride. It's him and Martel. And it's kind of an unusual ending because usually whoever the episode's about, it usually ends up with them. So I was like, maybe they're just going to cut it to Voight, cut it back to Voight. And they didn't. They kept it on Burgess, and I was looking at the time, and I was like, wait a minute, they keeping it on these two. I was like, well, they got it on these two. Something's about to happen. Like, I had that gut feeling like something was about to happen. So we heard some gunshots, and I was like, oh, boy, we about to get a cliffhanger, bro, because it's the end of the episode. Something's about to happen right here. We heard gunshots. They got out of the car. And Martel was shot, dead on the ground. Dead on the ground, bro. Dead on the ground. She was dead. Pop, pop. Dead on the ground. We saw a lady. She was screaming. They told her to get back inside the house. Adam took cover, but apparently I don't know if Martel was trying to take cover or not. But she was supposed to have gotten behind the car, but she was in the middle of the street and she got shot. She got shot at. And I'm like, oh boy. I was like, oh boy, man. I was really starting to like Martel, bro. I was like, oh, no, y'all didn't, man. No, y'all didn't, bro. Y'all killed her the first episode of the season, man. We got to start out our season this way, bro. With a cliffhanger that normally happens either in the middle of the season or the end of the season. The good thing is we don't got to wait until next week to find out what happened, man. I mean, we don't got to wait a long time because it'll be next week. But The one thing about this that's interesting, it reminded me of when they killed Nadia off. When they killed Nadia, now I know for some people you're gonna be thinking like when they killed Alvin off, but when they killed Nadia off, that got to me, man. I'll never forget when they killed off Nadia, because I remember they were talking about Nadia going into the police academy, and I was like, oh my god, man. And I love Nadia's character, bro. And I was so looking for her to be in the academy and everything. And I remember when they killed her, I was like, oh my god, bro, they did this. They really did this. So Martel is gone, man, and we got to figure out what happened to her. That was an amazing ending, though. At least it got us talking about it. It was an amazing ending, though. It really was, man. Give me your thoughts in the comment section below. I want to talk about the promo real quick in the next video, but give me your thoughts, man, because that sucks, man. When you get the liking a character, then they're gone, bro. Because hey, I don't think you could have found a more perfect replacement for Upton. They should have just kept with Martel. You know, hopefully this new cop is good, man. Hopefully she's good, bro. I actually like Joe, the profiler, from last season. She was different. I actually did like her, but I guess they want to go in another direction with that. But give me your thoughts on this, man. Give this video a like, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching this one. After news to like.